This is Grayson with Garvin's Plumbing and Sewer. We're at 16,066 Ridge Tree Drive in Morrison, Colorado. Currently we're pushed out with our camera 110 feet. The city tap is at roughly 105. I do recommend drain cleaners clean 110 feet. I do recommend that this line gets cleaned every year as preventative maintenance due to the age of the home. Clay tile pipe looked to be pretty good condition overall. Very minor offsets, nothing to note. We have our cast to clay transition around 32 feet. There is a little offset along the bottom, which is less than ideal, just simply because offsets along the bottom pose more issues than offsets along the top from flow. And whenever they're on the outbound, it's like a stair step up as opposed to a stair step down. However, it is still a small offset. It is nothing too big, and then the condition of the cast iron is in decent condition as well for the age of the home. There's an offset in a bend that wouldn't matter for flow, but would maybe catch up a drain cleaner. I did clean this with 4-inch blades, a total of 110 feet. So we are currently in the city right now. We were waiting for water to stop draining. We were running water from the bathtub. And this section here is vertical. It is very difficult to push through after the 90. But as you can see, there is a minor offset, but we got almost all of the roots out. This tap looks fine. It shouldn't be an issue as long as yearly maintenance is performed, which is recommended for every home in general. So. And then we're going to come up. So there's only a small vertical section before it almost corkscrews down is what it looks like. But very, very minor, a little bit of offset here. Very, very minor, not really worth noting. An acceptable amount of roots are left over. We cleaned this line many, many, many times trying to get that last little root ball out, which we successfully did. Any residual water along the bottom of the pipe is likely still draining from whenever we had water running. So, like I said, there is nothing really to note in a negative way. All of the clay tile pipe looked to be in good condition. No real cracking. Very minor offset there. We're going quickly because this is the second time I've recorded a video, fourth time I've cameraed the line. So I know from my previous inspections there is nothing really to show as far as anything wrong. If there is, then I will slow down. We've got 98% of all the roots out of this line through multiple cleanings. Nothing really to see there. Looked like something was reflecting off near the top of the pipe. Sometimes cracks will be highlighted that way, but even if it's a cracked 360, as long as it's in the bell of the hub, that is decently ideal. So this is the minor offset at 32 feet, 33 feet where our cast iron is transitioning to our clay. It's a very normal offset to happen at the foundation and is very small, should not pose any issues. So I believe this is 3-inch cast iron going into eventually 4-inch clay. There's the offset that might pose an issue with drain cleaning, but not really, because I did not hardly notice, or rather I did not notice. There was a tie-in for a bathroom group. Here soon we will pass the tie-in for the floor drain down here. Which I believe that was that right there. Tip it out. Tie into the left. And we are coming up our sweep. So again, this has been Grayson with Garvin's. Thank you.